heard you're getting married. Is that true, Lucy? Who the heck would want to marry someone like you? You mean because I have a disability? It's so embarrassing you still talk like that. But it's true! They could have at least given you a prosthetic leg that looks like a real one. It's like you're a cyborg! And I'm just messing with you anyway. Learn to take a joke for once. Ha ha, you're so funny. You're the one who fought to stay in this world. You could at least accept the position that put you in. Okay, I get it. Please stop. Christ, who says something like that? You're supposed to be my mother. You shouldn't be talking to me like this. Man, I really messed up raising you. You never listened to a word I said. After all these years, you're still talking back. I don't think you really have a right to say you raised me. The only reason you're alive is because I let you stay in my house and took care of you. But you were never home. You always went out on dates and parties and told me I was a nuisance. That's not raising me. That's just keeping me locked up. I was always left at home. I was so lonely. But you never once thought about me. I wasn't just leaving you and having fun, and you know that. I was out trying to find a new father for you. It was for your own good. But anyway, we're getting off track here. Are you really getting married? Yes, I am. You got a problem with that? Yes! Why didn't you tell me? You could have at least invited me to the wedding. Well, when I got my first boyfriend, all you said is that he must have had terrible taste to date someone like me. Forgive me for assuming you wouldn't be interested in any of my relationships after that. Sorry I can't keep up with you changing your opinions all the time. This is completely different. This is your husband we're talking about. I mean, I'm sure he's still not exactly the best-looking person. And there's no way he has any money to his name. I'd suggest you guys don't have a fancy wedding or anything. Too late. We're going to have a very nice wedding. Is there anything wrong with that? Of course there is! There's no way you two can afford a proper wedding. Any money wasted on your wedding is just money thrown into an incinerator. You better not ask me to help pay. I'm not asking for a cent from you. Don't worry about it. Good, good. I wouldn't go anyway, even if you did invite me. I assumed so. That's why I didn't. I bet you're going to pick out an awful dress, too. I couldn't stand to see it. I'd probably be sick on the spot. Okay, I'll make sure not to send you any pictures. Good. That's best for the both of us. But assuming you have any money left after the wedding. Oh, do tell. It's about time you paid me back for raising you. I know whatever idiot you tricked into marrying you can't be loaded, but between the two of you, you should at least be able to afford to give me $2,000 a month. You want us to give you $2,000 a month? What? You can consider it payback. I raised and took care of you all those years. It's time you do the same for me. Last I heard, you had a pretty good job and made a decent living. Of course! What else would you expect, considering the owner is my boyfriend? At least you're dating someone your own age for once. So why do you need money from me? Well, I don't need a cent for myself, of course. I need it to support my favorite actor. He's super famous. I'm sure you've heard of him. Bo Bogan. You want my money so you can give your meathead idiot your present? No way. I've got bills to pay. Why don't you ask your boyfriend for the money? He told me no. He's more sensible than you are, I see. So be a dear and help your old mother out. No. You have no respect for your elders. Unbelievable. I would respect you if you gave me something to respect you for. I don't owe you anything, so I'm not giving it to you. Ugh, You're a terrible daughter. And you raised me, so what does that make you? If you're going to insult me like this, I'd rather not talk to you. I'm not asking you for any more favors, and don't expect any from me. Give me your husband's phone number so I can message him instead. What? No way. Are you planning on trying to squeeze some money out of him, too? He'll tell you no even if you do get in contact. We aren't letting you mooch off of us. As always, you're being difficult. So I have to go and ask someone else for it now. As long as it's not my family, you go ahead and ask whoever you want to. Or you could just give me the money. All right. There we go. Finally! Good girl. I knew you couldn't say no to your mommy. Someone like you isn't good for anything other than being my little servant. My name is Lucy. I am 30 years old. My mother and father divorced when I was very young. I don't remember any of it. My mom got main custody, along with alimony and child support. It was enough for her to support her entire lifestyle without working a single day. She never had to lift a finger. She brought a lot of men home at first, but eventually she started meeting them at their houses instead. She'd be gone for days at a time, telling me I was too annoying to meet a new dad. When she did come home, it was only to give me cheap microwave meals. She'd just throw them on the floor next to me and head back out again for another date. She only let me go to school after child services showed up. Only because she was afraid of being arrested. But it was a relief nonetheless. She scared everyone, even my teachers. No one had the nerve to stand up to her. None of the other children would talk to me, or even sit next to me for that matter. I tried to always seem nice and cheerful, but my mother's reputation always preceded me. But then, one day, I had an accident. It was a traffic accident. No fault of mine, of course. I lost my leg, and eventually had it replaced with a prosthetic. This only made my mother hate me even more, as she saw me as a defective robot daughter. From then on, she treated me like a servant, making me do everything for her to make her life as easy as possible. All while berating me, of course. But finally, as soon as I graduated high school, I was able to escape her at last. Or so I thought, until my mother appeared just before my wedding. What are you doing here? What's wrong with me coming? I just wanted to come see my daughter's big day. Is that such a bad thing? It is when you come in looking like that. I felt like I was attending a funeral, since there's only half of you left. Mourning clothes felt much more appropriate than anything else I could think of. You wore a black veil and yelled, "God help us all," like 10 times. So what? It really made me stand out. I should have known you were up to something the moment you showed up. The staff told me that you just gave them a lump of coal as a wedding gift. You didn't even bother to wrap it. Well, I was in a bit of a rush. You've got to complain about everything, haven't you? You should be happy I gave you anything. You didn't even have to come. You weren't even invited. I thought you said you didn't want to come anyway. I changed my mind. I wanted to see what your husband looks like. I never even gave you the address for our wedding venue. How did you know where we were? There was a brochure for this venue inside your house. It wasn't hard to figure out. What? You were in my house? I definitely didn't give you a key. I don't remember even telling you my address. Oh, that wasn't a problem for me. I have a friend who's amazing at getting through any type of lock. What kind of people are you hanging out with? He said most apartment door locks are pretty simple. It was a piece of cake for him to get through. You literally broke in! What's wrong with you? It's not breaking in. I'm your mother. It's my house, too. Says who? Please just go home. Why? I'm already here. What's the big deal? You're dressed up weird and it's going to bother everyone. Would you rather I take it off and just wear nothing? No. Don't even joke about that. Ugh, it's gross. I'm not staying the entire time anyway, so don't worry. I just wanted to see what sorry excuse for a man was going to marry a disabled woman. I don't care why you came. Just leave. Wow, you really don't want me to see him. Is he perhaps defective just like you? I'm not defective. What did I teach you about lying to your betters? Anyway, I guess at the very least I'll have to teach him how to take care of your sorry butt then. Huh. Poor little guy. He's gonna have a rough time helping you around. Maybe I can give him some private lessons. Mom, don't you remember that it was your fault that I got this leg in the first place? What are you talking about? Did you really think I wouldn't remember? You took me shopping when I was 8 years old. I was really happy, to be honest. It had been forever since you did anything with me. Okay. And? But then during our trip, you got a phone call and got pissed. I don't know who it was, but you started having an argument over the phone. We were heading back home, and that was when you finally hung up. You told me it was all my fault and that you wished I was never born. And then you pushed me. Huh? No, I didn't. Besides, you told the doctor you didn't remember what happened. At the time, I was in shock and I really didn't remember anything. I still don't remember much of the actual accident either. Well then, there you go. You just made it up because you didn't remember what actually happened. You just weren't being careful, as usual, dancing on the side of the road. And then you fell in front of a truck. Yep, that's what you said at the time. I remember that. And I believed you. Well, of course you did. I told you the truth. But now I can remember everything about that time so clearly. You lied through your teeth. You pushed me because your latest boyfriend didn't want to get serious with a single mother. Oh, hush. You have no idea what you're saying. You ended up getting bailed out by insurance and even got compensated for the road safety negligence in the area. You really lucked out. I remember you whispering in my ear once. I knew it was a good idea to push you. What? That's insane! You got it all wrong. Yes, I got money from it, but it was so I could get you proper treatment. But even after all of that, it wasn't enough for you, was it? You decided having me around was still a pain, so you wanted to get rid of me permanently. Who told you that? You did! While you thought I was sleeping. I was terrified. I really wanted to call the police. But I had no proof, and I didn't know what you'd do to me if you found out. Oh, you're such a pain. Fine. I did think you were a burden, and I would have been better off without you. Is that what you wanted from me? You were a terrible child, so I saw my opportunity and pushed you into the road. My boyfriend at the time hated kids even more than I do, and told me we'd never get married until you were gone. I had an insurance policy on you too, so I thought, why the heck not? What about it? I knew it. Finally, the truth comes out. Not much you can do about it. How many years has it been? Almost 2 decades. Knowing that isn't going to change anything. You want to go to the police or something? The statute of limitations is up. It doesn't matter. You're not wrong. Even if I reported you to the police, they'd never be able to convince you. Of course not! There's no proof, and it's been far too long for anything to come up. You got your answer, so can we stop talking now? I see nothing else we need to discuss. Oh, I think I found your wedding venue. I see the flowers, the seats. This is definitely it. Don't touch anything! Just get out! Bit too late for that. I'm already here. OMG, OMG! You have wine? There's so much of it! Can I have some, sweetie? How did you even get in? No one without an invitation was supposed to be let through. Oh, well, it's easy to trick people. I can't stand you. There's some big cameras on the sidelines. So fancy! Are you planning on recording this or something? Just get out already! Why should I do that? I'm your mother, Lucy. It's only natural I would be here. Anyone would say so. Let me get some screen time, too, in front of the cameras. No, wait a minute, Mom! Too late. What's with all the staff hanging around here? It looks like an entire film production crew. You planning on selling this or something? No, they're part of the audience. Huh. It's just cameras, though. A while back, my husband and I did an interview about live streaming our wedding. So they're here to record and take pictures for the news articles. What? Why would they do that? You're no one special. No, I'm not. Look, I really didn't want to tell you this, but it's my husband. He's actually pretty famous. Famous? Is he like a celebrity? Yeah, something like that. His name is Rick Coden. He's a famous actor. Coden. Wait a minute. Rick Coden? Yeah, that's him. Oh, stop messing around. My stomach hurts. I can barely breathe. Oh, you're delusional if you think I'm gonna fall for that. Or perhaps you just love him so much you think he looks the same? I'm not delusional. Have you tried looking up news about him recently? Lucy, I know you've always had a bit of a big head, but this is overdoing it. No one good would want to marry you, especially a famous actor. Just look it up. There's already stuff all over the news about it. Which one? This one says, Rick Coden finally wed. Wait, is that you right next to him in the picture? Wait a minute. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. But if you married a celebrity, I'd know, right? You never said anything to me. I told you like a few minutes ago. Do you not remember? Oh, no, I wasn't paying attention. Did something like that happen? That's because you didn't pay attention to anything except men your own age. Rick and I went to university together. We're college sweethearts. I don't remember anything like that. Because you never gave a crap about me. And that's supposed to be my fault. Why didn't you tell me this sooner? You know how much I love him. You didn't care about him back then. Because I didn't know. If you told me recently, I'd have made him feel so at home. I wouldn't be some rabid fangirl. No, you're much worse than that. Don't say that to your poor mother. Please, sweetie, let me meet Coden. Ew, no. Don't use heart emojis when talking about my husband. Just get out of here already. You weren't invited. Please don't be so rude. We're family, right? I'm the only family you've got. Let's just let go of the past, finally. Yeah? We can forget all the stuff that happened and start fresh. No thanks. And you don't get to decide that, since everything in the past was your fault to begin with. Anyway, where is the groom's changing room? Do not go in there. I'm warning you. You're not seeing him. Stay away or I'm calling security. What? But I'm your mother. Of course I want to meet your husband. Is it wrong for me to go in there or something? What are you going to report me for? Going near my son-in-law? Well, I can't wait. Just stay put for a bit, okay? I'll get to see my true love in the flesh. If I get the timing right, maybe even only flesh. Wait, I have something to ask you first. Didn't you say your boyfriend is the president of a big company? Yes, he is. When we get married, we're going to have amazing kids and all of us will be rich. And so it's someone with a lot of influence in the business world and probably wants to maintain a good appearance, right? Yes. What's that got to do with anything, Lucy? I heard he's in the wedding industry too. In that case, he's not going to be happy about what happened at this wedding. What do you mean? Have you checked the news again recently? Wait, what is this? There's a new article, but the title is different. Lucy's toxic mother crashes wedding. Coden is forced to save her. What? Bride's mother stormed in demanding attention wearing funeral attire. What is this? Well, your little performance was caught on tape. I doubt that big businessman is going to want to marry someone who's on the news for something like this. You're right. He's going to think I'm an idiot. And rightfully so. What do I do? It's crazy how fast news gets posted nowadays, isn't it? It only just happened and it's already all over the internet. They're showing pictures of me! Of course they are. You ran in and interrupted the setup. Oh God, what am I supposed to do? He's gonna dump me! Can't you do something, Lucy? Why? It's not my problem. But I've done everything I could to raise you right and give you what you wanted. Don't I deserve some help? Raise me right? You tried to end my life because your boyfriend didn't like kids. Don't act like you love me now that you're in trouble. What do you think your boyfriend would think if he heard what really happened to me? No. Are you going to tell him? Should I? I wonder if I should. What do you think? Are you trying to threaten me? You awful brat! If he's a big shot, I'm sure he has a phone number or some sort of contact information online. It shouldn't be too hard to find him. Okay, I get it. You win. I was wrong. Please, just don't. Is that it? I'll work on myself. I'll get better. I'll stop insulting you and try and help you more. Please forgive me. You're very easy to read. Okay, I'll forgive you so I won't say anything about it to your boyfriend. Wait, really? OMG, thank you so much, Lucy. Mommy loves you. I won't say anything at least. What is that supposed to mean? Well, Rick is sitting with me right now. He's been reading everything and saw our previous text too. He's furious. You showed him our texts? Well, not intentionally. He saw me looking upset, so he peeked over my shoulder and got involved. You did that on purpose! You're the worst! I hate you! Well, Rick isn't the only one over here with me. There's someone else with you! Yep. One of the news reporters. Shut up! He was interviewing Rick before this happened. Now he's interested and wants the details. But you wouldn't do that to me, right? You wouldn't show them our personal life. Of course not. Although I did leave my phone on the table when the interview started. The reporter might have seen my screen now that I think about it. But it's okay, because I didn't do it on purpose. The phone just slipped out of my hand. Well, the reporter probably didn't see anything, right? If he did, it could mean a lot of trouble for us. Us? Our family! You're still my daughter, you know. If I'm disgraced, you are too. That's a very interesting story. Let's test it out. I already told the reporter to write whatever he wants to. Tell me you're kidding! Lucy, if this happens, I won't be able to get married. And I need this. Why do you need it? I've got a lot of money I owe a lot of people right now. Let's just put it that way. I need this marriage or it's all over for me. I'll be in debt for the rest of my life. How much do you owe? $300,000. What? OMG! What did you even buy? Clearly a lot of stuff. Huh. Interesting. So you understand, right? Please, if this marriage doesn't work out, my life is ruined. I see. You're in quite a tough spot, huh? Yes, I really am. So please forgive me. Nope. Not enough for me to feel bad, I'm afraid. What? I suffered for so long because of you. I'm not worried about paying you back for raising me or trying to make you happy. But I promised to try and get better. The past is the past, but I really am sorry right now. I felt like I was living in hell every day when I was with you. Wait, Lucy! Please wait! Just listen to me! I want to be happy. That's all I ever wanted. I'm sorry I hurt you to get that. I see now that it was wrong. Please don't do this. It was an honest mistake. After that, my mother ran out of the venue crying, causing yet another scene. The news ended up telling my story in its entirety. My near-death experience, my terrible mother, and the wedding crash. I don't really like everyone in my business, but I also think it's important that the world knows what she did. Just so she can never live it down if for no other reason. Of course, my mom's boyfriend dumped her as soon as he read the news and found what she did. I cut her off too. She tried her best to contact me for days on end, telling me it was all my fault and that she was going to hurt me. So in the end, I had to block her and change my phone number. I thought that was the end of it, but today I ended up seeing her on the news. I guess she got caught in some other scam and is almost definitely doing hard time in jail this time. How pathetic. It's embarrassing to be related to someone like that. I look forward to my new life with my husband. Lucky for me, his parents are very sweet and accepting of me. They comforted me and even helped me learn how to take care of my child, since I never learned how to take care of children the right way. I feel like I finally have a family that accepts me. And that is enough for me to be happy in this life. Thank you for watching! If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time!